Hey everybody, this is Renee from Chez Renee Sparkles. Just wanted to thank you for joining me here this evening. I posted a couple of videos on how to make a pumpkin, sew a pumpkin, and there's some that I have been doing the last few years that are no-sew pumpkins, and I think that maybe you would, someone who doesn't sew would enjoy making these. They're very easy, and you need a fat quarter piece of fabric. A fat quarter is just a half a yard of fabric cut in half. So if you got half a yard of fabric and cut it in half, you would have enough to make 2 pumpkins. So I ironed mine out really good. And you have your fat quarter. You need a partial roll of toilet paper. Some people just use the roll itself, but if I leave a partial roll like that, then you don't have to use as much fiber fill. It seems like a little bit sturdier. It seems to hold better, and you'll never run out of toilet paper, which in this day and age might be a really good thing. I use a pipe cleaner for the stem, and then I use a cork, and sometimes I use a champagne cork because the champagne corks, see, are a little bit bigger, and so they make a nicer stem sometimes for this particular thing. You can use just like a regular little leaf like that, like a silk leaf, and then I've even cut some out of burlap like that. You saw me use those in the videos that I posted, the last couple of videos I posted on the pumpkin I made out of denim. So we have our fabric, our partial roll of toilet paper. Oh, and also we need pieces of batting. I just use, like, I save my random scraps from when I'm doing quilting. So what you do is you set your toilet paper roll right down in the very middle of your fabric, and if you're not sure, you can kind of pull it up like this and see if these points match up your points there, and you can see it sitting in the very middle. So then you take your batting and you just wrap it around your toilet paper roll, and you could use really anything. I mean, you could use grocery bags if you don't have batting. You could even use other cloth. You could probably use, although I haven't tried them, you could use like washcloths, something like that. But like I said, even just simple grocery bags would do. And you just wrap it around it until you get the pumpkin just about the size that you want it. All right. I'm going to make sure again that it's back in the center. Need to adjust it over slightly on that side. All right. So you have your 4 corners here on your fabric. So you're going to start with one corner, and you're going to take it and you're going to just tuck it down in the middle of your roll, just like that. You're going to take the opposing corner, and you're going to bring it over. You're going to tuck it down in there. Then you still have, see, 2 corners left. So you're going to take one of those corners and you're going to tuck it in. Now when you do, you see that there might be some raw edges left. So when I do that, I just kind of take this and turn it over a little bit like that. Maybe tuck it in a little bit. And you want to kind of gather it up sort of like this, because you don't want it too neat looking, because your pumpkin is, you know, pumpkins aren't exactly perfect and they have little lumps and bumps and things on them. But also when you kind of do the gathers like that, it gives the impression of the grooves in the pumpkin. If you see, I have a little raw edge sticking up right there, and you can just tuck it right under, just like that. Okay. Then you take your final point, and you fold it over. And again, I kind of just gather it up like this. See, just kind of gather it up like that, and you just tuck it over. And you, for all intents and purposes, have your pumpkin. Now, as you can see, mine is like a little bit square looking, so I do kind of just play around with mine a little bit, and I'll just pull some over and tuck it down so you don't have quite so many, it doesn't look quite so square. It just makes it look a little bit more rounded. I just play with it a little bit. Tuck stuff back over in there. And if I don't like one, see that looks a lot flatter than these, then you can just pull that one out. Gather it up, make your wrinkles in there, and tuck it back down in there like that. So, and again, I say, it doesn't have to be perfect. Those that know me are kind of astounded that I'm saying that, because I'm very picky about how I do things. They're like, it looks fine. I'm like, no, it's got it. So, okay, so here's your pumpkin. You see, it's kind of lumpy and bumpy looking, but that's sort of what pumpkins look like. Okay, then you're going to take your stem, and you can just kind of curl it around, make it look like that. I like to leave a little bit in the bottom so it keeps it from falling out if you move it. Tuck that down in there. You can take your leaf, just kind of put a little V in it like that. Tuck that down in there, and then just pop your cork right down in there just like that, and ta-da! Look, you have the cutest pumpkin you've ever seen. So I just like using, this was a batik, brown and orange. Has a little bit of red in it, a little bit of green in it. So I really liked that one. But you can use really any kind of, see, this is one I really like as well. I love the stripe on it. Has kind of like little spots on it. I love this. This is a Fusions print. Oop, lost my leaf. I really like this, and that's how it looks with the champagne cork in it. And put my little leaf back in there. And then, but I really like this one. I don't know why this one appeals to me so much. But it's not really a polka dot, because they're almost oval. It looks really like little eggs to me, like little hen eggs. And then I used, this is like a plastic cork, and I used it because those little dots have a hint of yellow in it. So that's why I decided to use that. I'm going to wrap this around here a little bit to make that cork a little bit bigger almost to hold down in there. And there you go. See how cute? They're very cute, very easy to make. You can just use different things for the stuffing. It doesn't necessarily have to be batting. You can use different things from around the house. If you have something else you want to use, like maybe some twine, put a little bit of glue on it, wrap it around a pencil and let it dry, then you can use that for your stem. So it's very versatile. You can use things that you might already have around the house. And the best thing of all, you'll never run out of toilet paper. Thank you so much. I just wanted to share this quick little thing with you. I hope you have a good evening, and I really appreciate you joining me here at Chez Renee Sparkles. Thanks. Have a great evening. Bye.